Scholars, welcome to the counselor's office. We're about to react to a bunch of stuff that's about to happen, but first, we've got an announcement. That's right. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. That's not it. That's the wrong thing. This is it. Yeah, there we go. I don't want to get copyrighted. School's out, ladies and gentlemen. School's out for the summer. And that means I can focus more on, first off, I'm going to spend a week summer cleaning and organizing and redoing everything. So their videos may not change or may change. I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. But I do plan on doing a little bit more experimentation. We might do some more live stream than normal. We'll see. Right now, my focus is to enjoy the summer break. Let's go into this and have a good time, right? I just realized the music's cranked up. Let's drop it down just a tiny bit. I don't know how you guys... It always sounds louder to me than it does to you, so that's here we are. Anyways, I didn't really bother switch things over. We're just gonna do this raw because there's 2 of these that I have to cover. So I'm releasing this one because it's the most recent one. I want to get my thoughts on all of it because, again, I'm going to say this up front. 90% of this is fixing shit that should have been fixed, but there's a lot of extra stuff in here that's, a quality of life changes that I will say cool. It's unfortunate that we got it at the end of the life. Someone said in the comment section, it's like giving someone seatbelts after the car's already crashed. And I was like, yeah, that's about right. But hey, at least you can encapsulate and enjoy Destiny 2 for what it is as a final hurrah, right? I'm going to skip through all this because a lot of this we covered or we will cover in the other video. But let's talk about PvP. They're doing a lot of tuning under the hood. Abilities, global, all multi-charge abilities will now start. Crucible matches with 1 versus everyone has. So they're trying to reduce ability spam, which is something that I think PvPers have been asking for years. Void, something that has definitely been asked for years, is that they're now making Void Hunters, or invisibility in general, they're increasing the capacity to see them. So they're not just like, hey, completely out of nowhere. Scatter grenades reduce chase distance versus players by 50%. Reduce the amount of grenade energy this ability gains from perks by 12.5%. Hunter, Solar, they're reducing how much, because you could just chain and chain and chain and chain, your super, and people were going, getting multi-kill, 7 kills straight with this thing. It was insane, but it's being reduced by 40%, so I doubt you'll be able to do that. Warlock, Void, Pocket Singularity, reduce tracking shape against players by 60%. Thank God. Nothing's more annoying than throwing that out there and then it tracks you, around the moon. Almost said Titanic. Titan Arc Knockout removed a lunge range bonus versus enemy players. Good, because it's so fucking annoying to have, even as me playing as a Titan, it's still annoying, the rubber banding. Correct an issue where the bonus damage could be applied too early, increasing the damage in the melee. They activated it and causing unexpected one-hit kills in Crucible. Sounds about right. Diamond Lance has reduced freeze AoE versus enemy players. That's also something that was really annoying. Players can no longer quick fall after throwing the Diamond Lance. Oh. Artifacts. Artifacts are now disabled. I know that's something that a lot of PvPers have been like, please disable it. Can you please disable it? It only took it dying for him to actually take notes. Exotic Armor. Warlock. Diffuse Fusion. Increase the time between damage ticks against players. I don't even remember what this exotic is. Nothing Manacles. Reduce the extra seekers created from 4 to 3 and reduce the range and lifetime of the extra seekers. Titan AC feedback fence no longer provides damage resistance versus other players. Ammo system. Reduce the points gained from special ammo and heavy ammo kills and assist super kills by 33%. It's a little weird that you could farm special then chain with the special. It was weird. So I'm glad they did that. Reduce glaive melee. Oh no. There's glaive users out there bashing their head against the wall. Well, why have you forsaken me? Reduce adaptive burst LFR ammo from crates 5 to 3. Oh, I bet there was some cheesy shit going on with that. Reduce bitters, and is bitter end the Star Wars machine gun? I don't remember. 75 to 62. Weapons. Oh, we'll all this is being covered in the other video, so I'm just skipping and the new stuff, right? We have moved all playlists into the Crucible Ops. Okay, so it's all the legacy is being depreciated. Guess what? PvP is returning to its PvP node. Should have been that way. So they're talking about what kind of matchmaking these each have. Some have skill-based matchmaking, some have ranked, some have open, and of course Control still has outlier protection. Why is it skill based? Why? Anyways, competitive is rank based, Rumble is open, quick play is open, which includes Mayhem, Rift, Relic, Momentum, I like Momentum, Scorched, Supremacy, Clash, Zone Control, Hardware Mix, and it's all like I'm skipping the replace because we already know how that plays out. Small team, quick play, open skill, which includes survival, heavy metal, elimination, hardware, arena collision, lockdown, clash, elimination. I mean, so there's only the quick play, the control, the one, like, if you just want to shoot people and like play domination, you have to have skills to pay the bills, I guess. Limited time, just remove it. Who cares? At this point, like, the game's over. Who cares about skills? People who want to play. Let's be honest here. Only the most dedicated people will probably continue to play Destiny after a while. So you might as well just let them play with whoever they can play against. They did mention that outlier protection is involved, so it will revert just to open if the queue takes too long, but like, just have it by default, not skill-based matchmaking. Silly. Limited time modes, Osiris, Iron Banner, which is once a week instead of 2, and it happens every 4 weeks. Cool. Pretty much nothing changes. And then Sparrow races and private matches. So we got updated rewards. We got the new Crucible gear, which, I mean, I personally don't think we've returned to the cadence of having armor that looks mid, but beggars can't be choosers. And at least the thing about armor now is you get special, like, actual armor traits, which is nice. You get actual, like, set bonuses. So even if the armor looks mid, you could still farm for the set bonuses, which some of these are actually really cracked. Scoot to loot. Sliding collects nearby ammo and temporarily grants enhanced reload speed and handling to your weapons. So Rejoice, Slide Shot, Shotgun Rushers, you've got an armor set that literally benefits you to slide on your ass. Rejoice. Dealing damage with your weapons temporarily grants enhanced slide. Gain damage resistance will slide. Yes. You're going to see more shotgun sliding. You're going to see people dragging more ass than a dog with worms. Weapons. New. The Helmsman Arc High Impact Bolt Action Sniper. The first and the last. Interesting. The first and last legendary beyond, there it is. Reprised. So these are coming back with new perks, and they're coming with tiers. Joxer's Longsword, Better Devils, Unending Tempest, Randy's Throwing Knife, Autumn's Wind, Out of Bounds, Sorrow's Verse, Survivor's Epitaph, The Keening Frozen Orbit. Nothing outside, like, Better Devils. Hopefully they actually make it, like, Better Devils is kind of iconic for Destiny 2 because that was the OG. Hopefully they give it some love. Returning weapons from Edge of Fate through Renegades that will still be earnable. Riptide, Moss Athenor, Mid. It was mid. Mida Micro Tool, Pure Recollection, Returning Memory, Stars and Shadow, and Q Vinctus. Newly tiered weapons from pre-Edge of Fate, which are coming back as tiered versions with the same perks they had last time they were released. So nothing's changing. They're just getting the actual, the tiered treatment. Retro Futurist, Anonymous Autumn, Last Perdition. And then you get these cool, by the way, I don't know if there's any, you know what weapon I would have liked to see? Regic's Claymore, or is it Broadsword? I think, wasn't Claymore, I'm trying to remember. I think Claymore was the original, and then Broadsword is what everyone else could get. Like, Bring that back. Maybe it's under competitive. So we got Glory of Shaq. So Shaq's gear. Yeet. New modifiers. This is called Arena Collision. Is a 4v4 game mode that harkens back to the original Arena style of sandbox with more methodical gameplay focused on weapons, map knowledge, and movement. Fight over the heavy ammo crates to help you control the objective and enjoy greatly reduced penalties for hip firing. Oh my god. Last word. Last word is about to pop off. It's about to be a last word meta. Rules. Primary damage unchanged. Hipfire and aim assist. Last word is about to pop. Special weapons disabled. RIP. Heavy weapons damage decreased. The game starts with 3 ammo crates. Okay, so interesting. All weapons get 60 airborne effectiveness. Radar, heavily modified, has been decreased and no longer expands dynamically. Players will only show up on a radar if they are shooting, sliding, sprinting, jumping, or have heavy ammo. Within the center circle, players will show up as dots instead of... Okay, so you actually just see them. Grenades has been disabled, or at least their base recharge. Getting a final blow will refund grenade energy. It's based on your grenade stat. So kills, melee is just disabled. You will not be able to use power melee. Good. Melee damage has been decreased. Glaive damage has been further reduced. It's going to be like using a Nerf stick. Class abilities. Base recharge has been disabled. You can get refund on ability energy via kills. The amount is determinant on the ability you selected and its base cooldown and your class ability stats. Supers disabled. 3 peeking is disabled. 7 seconds revives enabled. Damn. Arena Collision sounds like it's going to be fucking fun. Like, if this sounds like fuck Control, this seems like it's not 6s, but it still sounds pretty damn fun going in with 4s, just being able to shoot your primary. That sounds like a good time. New additions to private matches. I'm just gonna read the how do we care? Glass cannon. When everyone is super, no one is. The modifier is filled with 30 seconds of fun. That's their old style. That Jason Jones said that like years, like a decade ago about making 30 seconds of fun. And it's ironic that they actually mention it here. Style loops and power spikes, but players are much less resilient. Plays most similarly to D1 style of Crucible. Why couldn't that just be? Why is it private match though? But what do you mean? Why can't that just be like, make this the quick play funsies? What? Body shot damage significantly increased. Damage is significantly increased for special weapons, and the progress meter goes faster. Heavy damage is significantly increased. Aim assist is slightly reduced. Radar unchanged. Cooldowns doubled, but damage is greatly increased. Melees are doubled, the cooldown, but are greatly increased. Cooldowns are doubled. Cooldowns are half, but damage taken from weapons, grenades, and melee, while it's super, is greatly increased. Yeah, why is glass cannon not just a mode? But why can't you just, why? Anyways, whatever. Opposite of hardware. Hey, you want to be able to spam abilities? Hop off. You're just gonna be able to... So it's mayhem without the guns. Cool. Okay. Renewed competitive rewards. So we're getting some new drip. Warlock actually looks pretty good. So this is per Audacia. Oh, primary chain, primary ammo, weapons, final blows, grants. By the way, I've seen some of these sets on Twitter, so that's why I'm like, oh, some of these are surprised and some of these are not to me. Primary ammo, weapon final blows, grant a stacking bonus to mobility. Primary weapon range and handling until you are defeated. I should have got water of how much I'm going to be talking. Jesus. Sublime Transit. Increased mobility and grants enhanced sprint speed and slide distance. This might go with the other set. Oh, you need the 4-piece. Never mind. So mobility and primary weapon range handling. That definitely sounds like a PvP map. Like a lot of that sounds really good for PvP. A new weapon. So these are going to be new for competitive. Yeah. Or is it PvP? Yeah, competitive. So We're getting not forgotten, because apparently not forgotten is being forgotten. So there's that. We're getting the Solemn Lie, Arc Lightweight, 140 RPM. Oh, it's a lightweight. Okay, I know that they were bringing back, not Trust. Oh my God, it's the Gambit hand cannon. Why do I have random brain farts? Spare rations, thank you, jeez. So it's another spare rations, but it's Arc. Reprised. Rose. Redrix Estic. Mercurial Overreach. Deadlock. Hilarious D and the Riposte. Okay, a lot of people are gonna love that, but now you got Rose competing. I don't know how much people are gonna care about Rose when you got some new juice. We'll see. Returning Solemn's Embrace and Peculiar Charm. Alongside the new competitive Glory Armor set and the returning weapons, we're also adding 2 emblems to be earned. God damn, that's sexy. Damn, that's sexy. And you just have to win 70 cent. God damn it. You had to win. Okay, well, you know, that's not too bad. And then the new Descendant. Why does this look worse? This looks infinitely worse than this. I am the Crucible. This looks so much better. Okay. Hey, you. Okay. They're doing a bunch of map weighing. Solitude from high to low. I personally don't care. I've never really complained about maps. Dissonance, isn't that, yeah, that's like, whatever. Remove, this is comp though, so I guess it matters. Multiplex, which didn't they just introduce? Isn't that what the new map they introduced? So that's being removed. X's Blue Clash, Twilight Gap Clash, Vostok, which makes sense. X's Blue, I don't know. Twilight Gap, yeah, I can see that. It's way too, I don't know. Trials of Cyrus and map rotations. So I'm gonna just jump into it. One map is randomly selected from each of the 3 pools below. Burnout, Javelin, Endless Veil. Alter Flame, Pacifica, Cirrus, Plaza, Eventide Labs, The Dead Cliffs, Meltdown, Solitude, Radiant Cliffs, Wormhaven. Pool 3 is going to be Convergence, Rusted Lance, Multiplex, Citadel, Exis Blue. And they're just gonna, there's a possibility, well, you have all 3 maps on rotation, like in a week. You can also get 1, yada yada. I think that's fine. It's nothing really too crazy, but they're trying to make it to where it does, you don't immediately get bored every week, or you get bored. They're trying to make it have some life. You gotta appreciate that. Like, I'll give them that. Like, you gotta give them that, right? At least they're trying to make it last longer, even though they don't have to care. The armor sets. Hunter looks all right. Titan looks sick. Like, bro, look the legs. He's got beef legs. I like the mark, looks good. Chest piece. The helmet looks pretty sick. The gauntlet's kind of weak to me. What the fuck? What? So, is he a Longhorn? Go Longhorns! I found the Texas Longhorns mascot. Okay, this is probably the worst one. The Cruel Electrum, primary survivor. When allies defeated, primary MOs gain increased handling, reload, and target acquisition, and reduced flinch. Bonus increases when multiple allies are dead at the same time or when running solo. Damn, that actually sounds really good for trials. Increased handling, reload, and target acquisition, and flinch. Damn. Primary Phantom. Final blows to primary MO weapons remove you from the radar. Oh, no. Okay, well, that's interesting. Weapons. We get the new Willful Harmartia. It's an arc adaptive burst linear fusion rifle. Yay. Reprise. The Messenger. The Summoner. The Scholar. Solace Scar. Aisha's Care. Exalted Truth. King Thistle. The Inquisitor. Igneous Hammer. Okay. Shura's Wrath. Eye of Soul. Exile's Curse. We haven't seen these two in a hot minute. That with the Scholar. So we got all the Destiny ones back. And it looks like they're bringing it all back, returning the Marlet, the hammer. So they're bringing all, it sounds like everything's back. Is everything back? Bird of Guild. Yeah, it sounds like everything's back. And they're newly reads regret yesterday's question. Yeah, it sounds like everything is back. Except for, yeah, because the Keen Thistle's the bow. Yeah, so it's there. Bonus, that's a shit ton of weapons to farm. God damn. Bonus focus pulls are replacing the old single weapons. So they're gonna, yeah, it's gonna be one big pull, whatever, right? And you can just, it's weekly rotation. Wait, are you telling me the only way to get these is through the lighthouse? No fucking way. It is. Lighthouse will have its own focus pull as well, home to some of the best weapons Trials has to offer. So you have to go, either you go to the lighthouse or you have to go. It doesn't say anything about going flawless, so that's something to consider. Nothing says flawless. It just says go to the lighthouse. What is that? What? What is it? It's not. It's like a little Among Us. Little arms. And then you have, oh, hey, it's Segura's shell, but they brought it back with a red eye, which is kind of cool. So it's like Segura's shell remastered, which was a really cool shell. So I'm glad they brought it back. Oh, that looks sick. It looks like a long, weird look. I don't know if it's supposed to be a bird or what. Iron Boner is definitely boned. Let's see. Primary honing. Increased handling and reload speed for primary weapons. Primary weapons gain increased damage against non-combatant bosses based on your weapon. So it's just free damage. Having two pieces just gives you free damage, reload, and handling? Okay. I will shut up and say, yeah. Super cyclical. Final blows while your super is active. Refund super energy when it ends. I feel like that would go with those exotics that refund you super, because I feel like this would stack. Yeah, that would stack. You just build into like a super regenning build and just run around with your super. Weapons reprise. So Iron Boner comes back with Fellwinter's Lie. I wonder if those will be good. What okay, I knew there was lightweight, there was precision. What other like, it's been a minute. I forgot what. Oh man. What art frame type is this? God, why do I not remember? It's the worst one. Anyways, I hope they buff Fellwinters. Multi-Mac is coming back. Juiced. Lethal Abundance. I like the auto rifle. The forward path. Point of the Stag. Wizened Rebuke. Pressurized Precision. Criminal Dagger. The Time War Spire. Roar of the Bear. Gnora's Axe. Oakelude Finality. Returning is Rughusk Pledge. That must have been the new 720. Finite Impactor. Newly tiered. Tusk of the Boar. Frontier's Cry. Archon's Thunder. Reese Walker. Tanasha's Mastery. Despawn. Ooh. Allied Demand. Okay. The Hero's Burden. Claw of the Wolf. Ooh. Jorum's Claw. And Bite of the Fox. Okay. There's some juicies. These pulls will alternate each Iron Banner. Okay. Cool. First, second. Cool. Pantheon. Enter the Pantheon. This sounds okay. All right, so let's just jump into it. At launch, 2 activities will be available, each with a unique lineup of bosses. The first Saturday after launch, a third activity will unlock, which challenges players to take on the full gauntlet of bosses. Okay, so it's just 1, 2, and then there's the whole gauntlet. So it's not, there's no like 3-4 weeks. It's just you're waiting. The following Tuesday at reset, weekly rotators begin featuring individual bosses. Ooh. Guardians can earn a new armor set for each class, a suite of weapons reprised from the original activities with a unique origin traits, and hollow full variants. Damn. They gave Pantheon replayability. I mean, it's staying permanently, so that's juiced. Each multi-boss, I mean, it makes sense. You don't want people just getting in and dipping out. You want it to be populated as long as possible. Each multi-boss activity concludes with a vendor offering purchase of re-rolling for acquired items with Spoil of a Conquest. Dope. Reprising Pantheon encounters have a chance to reward ornaments for their original set. For example, Callus may drop the ornaments related to the original base Leviathan raid for Guardians who have not unlocked them. Damn, Jackie. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and give them applaud because they removed that content. So, like, I'm not going to give you praise for that. Completing a new set of Triumph rewards, emblems, exotic cosmetics, and a new title. All activities offer a new adventure difficulty aimed at players. Wait, hold up. All activities offer a new adventure difficulty aimed at players looking for a lower stakes opportunity to learn, teach, and practice for success. This lifts the power cap, allows infinite revives, and adds slack to the timing requirements for some mechanics, with the trade-off of a limited pool. Oh my god. This is what I've been suggesting since I've been suggesting this for years. Again, this should be a W, but it's like, it's already dead. It's dead, Jim. It's dead. Like, god damn it. Why? That would have made so much sense if you want to introduce new players. Damn you. Why? This is huge. It pisses me off because it's like you're doing everything right after you've done it wrong. You've burnt the house down, but now you decided to bring paint? Like, fuck. Oh, no. Anyways. Oh, no. It should have been this would have been such an insane update if this was a year ago or 2 years ago. Hell, I would even say 3 years ago if they did this. What the fuck? Especially now more people will actually get it. It looks like it's only Pantheon, so, but at least it lets them dip their toes into some kind of raid activity. But like, what about the rest of the game? Damn it, Jackie. Since their introduction into the Edge of Fate, we've been listening to feedback that in already challenging activities, the feat system has made it too difficult. Yeah, it's cancer. The feat system is cancer in your in-game activity. In Monuments of Triumph, those activities now have a standard difficulty option without feats that will continue to offer weekly tier 5 drop encounters. Huge. Good. Feats are still accessible in a new custom difficulty mode where we have overhauled the quantity and quality of rewards granted by completing encounters with feats active. The additional drops and tier upgrades are peer encountered and guaranteed. In addition, we've increased the reward value of some feats to better represent their degree of challenge. The table below shows the total gear rewards for each feat reward grade. These rewards are farmable and can be claimed repeatedly. So you could do the weekly, the weekly tier 5 drops per encounter. And then you can also, it looks like you do feats for additional, like more gear, which makes sense. I think if you put in the challenge, you should get more gear. So Cutthroat, +4 reward, +3 for challenges. So if you do the challenges, which aren't too hard, Shock Trooper +2, and then token limit, phase limit. This wasn't too hard either. And it's only just the epic and the, it's Desert Perpetual and the epic version. So it's only like 2 raids. Yeah, so you're guaranteed with 3, you're guaranteed get 3, you get them. Yeah, so just do challenges, you'll get 2 extra rewards, which is, you should you should get more rewards for challenges. Raids and dungeons, rad rewards. We want to provide a compelling reason for Guardians to revisit their favorite rad activities. To that end, we've updated all weapons and armor from pre-Edge of Fate rad now provide tier rewards. This means all raids and dungeons will have drop tiered armor. All dungeons will drop tiered weapons. And craftable raid weapons that will have tiered bonuses accessible from the relic. Huge. Big dick energy. That includes all the extra perks and whatnot, right? In addition, all raid weapons will gain updated perk pools, while dungeon weapons also gain new origin traits. Yeah, because they never had any. Craftable raids now have an option to upgrade into tier gear. We'll look at that later. So we got an example. The Shatter Throne did not actually have its own dedicated. So they gave it Tekken's Regalia. They're reusing it. I hate it, but at the same time, well, it's whatever. At least you get a specific armor set that you get to chase. So Queen's Full Rush, gain a powerful overshield while performing a finisher. That's just free. When you finish a target, release a slow burst around you. Gain increased damage resistance when you deal damage or land final blows. Finishers grant accelerated progress at max stacks. The recharge rate of your abilities is also increased. That's cool. I mean, listen, even if the armor looks like ass, you can essentially transmog anything now, so it doesn't even matter. Transmog is everything up in the air. Transmog your heart's content. So at this point, it's whatever. It's just cool that they has its own armor like bonus set, so you could chase for that. The rotator. So essentially, what it is if you are doing so there's always been feature raids. The rotators, people have hated it. Well, Bungie said, hey, we're gonna make it worth doing feature raids, but also allow you to still chase. So what they're doing is feature raids will have deep side weapons or tiered fire armor from encounters and challenges. Master will have all that plus adepts. The director challenge, which is a new version that it'll be sorted and it'll be like I forgot what is this? I saw someone like pre-note it on Twitter. Anyway, there's a specific challenge to do it. You get deep sight in tier 5. There's a weekly lockout, right? It's like you're not going to be able to farm it constantly. Hidden chests are also locked out, but they're going to be tier 5. Deep sight chest, same thing. Vendor, you'll be able to get that per 1 week purchase, and master offers adepts for 25 spoils. When it's not featured, you can still farm for a chance at tier 5s. You will only get tier 3 armor. Like, you'll still get a chance for deep sight weapons. That's fine. Master challenge, you will still get deep sight weapons in tier 5. So that's great. I like the fact that if you do master mode and the deep sight chest and the challenges, so you either do it master, you do challenge, so you could do standard with challenges. You'll get your tier 5 weapons in armor, or you'll get the deep sight weapons with tier 5 armor. So it doesn't feel bad. You can farm whatever you want, but you will get rewarded for doing featured. Featured dungeons, same thing. Well, no, it's not really the same thing. Standard is tier 5 armor. Master is tier 5. Is there even a reason to do master dungeons then? Director challenge, tier 5 weapons is, maybe it's bonus drops. I don't know, man. Featured tier 3 weapons and armor. Masters tier 5 and armor. So it is not worth, dungeon wise, it is not worth farming. You can upgrade to the next level, but you won't get like the bonus perks, which is on the next video we'll cover when I read all that. I'm gonna have to get a drink though. Anyways, it does feel like the dungeons are not like doing standard non-featured are not worth it. It's just not worth it. So if you could do easy master, then you get your tier 5, but it sounds like just waiting for it to rotate, unless you really want a weapon, which really doesn't matter because it's not like it. There's nothing. You might as well take your time with this, because once you sipped all the sap out of it, there's nothing left to farm. So more vault and loadout slots. Hello? We're going to 100. We're going to 1,300, and then we're getting 8 more loadout slots. 12 to 20. God dang. Well, that you know, you think that that's a big deal. It really is a big deal because apparently Destiny Item Manager is shutting down. Apparently, that was a rumor. I don't know if that's true, if anyone can confirm it, but I think Destiny Item Manager is shutting down. So, or it has shut down. I don't remember. Cosmetics, Bright Dust, engrams. Okay, so we got the whole shebang bang. I saw this. I'm going to summarize. Essentially, you can apply any ornament to anything. I don't think you can put exotic ornaments on legendaries. I don't think you can do that, but you can put any legendary ornaments. And stop at just legendary ornaments. However, all quality of armor ornaments from common can be applied to currently. Yes, so you will be able to put any legendary ornament on exotic armor. You can't do it backwards though. So that's cool. Yeah, more fashion. Cool. Honestly, they didn't have to do that. That's a W. I will give them praise, but at the same time, it's like, hey, thanks for the seatbelt. Now that the car crashed, right? It's like, or hey, thanks for giving me, one of the foam fingers that you just waved to celebrate your team, but your team already went home. Yeah, the game's over. They went home, but hey, foam finger, thanks for it. Exotic ornaments collections. In addition to expanding range of ornaments that can be equipped in exotics, the full collection of exotic ornaments for each class can now be viewed in collections. About fucking time. What the fuck? I saw this and laughed my ass off. They're adding a... They're adding a Destiny announcement. The one thing that people beg for, that Warframe has had for years, and they begged, hey, can you stop posting stuff on Twitter, or at least notify that there's something about Twid? You would be surprised how many people don't know what's being changed in the game because they're not online. Like, everyone thinks they live on Twitter, like even Bungie, but they don't. Like, there's a large part of the community that has no fucking clue what's going on. The fact that there was never a system to give like a basic message. Hey, you know what? It's better late than never, right? I don't know what messages you're going to be getting from a game that's no longer being updated, but hey, you've got it. Good job, Bungie. I'm glad you figured it out. Bright engram focusing. Okay, looks like you're going to be able to focus engrams. Cool, neat. Oh, it's going to cost you. Okay, so all I care about is like if you want exotics. Okay, so yeah, it's going to cost you Bright Dust to focus. I wonder how much Bright Dust you're going to get now, since they've been, if you've been paying attention, they've been reducing dramatically how much Bright Dust you get from this game in the past couple of years. So I'm wondering if they're reversing that. I doubt it. Let's see. I'm just skipping ahead. None of this matters. Oh, I guess that matters. Bright Dust will not be a reward option for focusing. You can still get it from just opening it up. All right, so Bright Dust focusing will provide one-to-one exchange for legacy engrams that were available before Eververse was introduced in Season 12. The exchange for a given legacy engram will only be visible if that engram is present. Okay, so you could go way back in time and get best of year one engram. Yeah, so you're going to be able to get through all the shit. Cool. Solstice engram. Crimson engram. Okay, so here's how you're going to get all the events. The Dawning engram. Yep. Evergreen. With the end of Destiny 2's regular release schedule of Monument of Triumph, we have made major changes to the way we distribute Bright Dust and chronologues or offer access to content from Eververse, the Rewards Pass, the Monument to the Season Pass, or Bright Engrams. Each of these changes are from the perspective of supporting the weekly resets that will continue and indefinitely because there's nothing else going to happen from Destiny through the years. Some highlights of the changes, which we'll cover in great detail in our patch notes, include Bright Dust and chronologues will be one of the 4 featured currencies shown across the UI listed after Glimmer before Silver. They will no longer take a spot in the inventory. Never should have. Bright Dust and chronologues will shift their focus to predominantly earn through the seasonal hub. with the weekly earnable amounts going up as the hub absorbs other resources. Neat. Rewards! In addition to the shift to the hub, Bright Dust and Chronologs will also be available on the Reward Pass. In part to compensate for the long delay, all Bright Dust on the Triumph, it's a free track. Well, yeah, hopefully. The score boost has been replaced. Thank God. Get rid of that shit. It's now XP boosters. Neat. The Triumph Reward Pass has been received additional cosmetics, including 2 additional armor sets, 6 shaders, 2 accessory sets, 2 emotes, a finisher, a holo chip, and a ghost hologram, and a scammer. Oh, so that sounds like a basic Fortnite season pass or a Call of Duty season pass. So you're telling me this is going to be a season pass that's actually worth its value? Damn, it only took the game dying. A monument to seasons pass. Ash and Iron Pass and Lawless Rewards have been added to the monument because it will be permanently available in the Rewards Pass screen. The Triumph Reward screen will not be available on the monument to seasons pass. Womp womp. Eververse will be shifting to a more evergreen state. Some changes will be noticeable immediately, including a new daily offer tab, while others will occur starting June 23rd. More details will be provided in patch notes on June 9th. Of course they will. Of course! They're not going to reveal what they're doing with the shopping mall. Of course they're gonna keep that detail hidden. Of fucking course. Of fucking Oh, well, that's your week in Destiny, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get me wrong. Again, another situation where it's all good stuff, minus a couple of things that I'm like, overall, there's a couple new things that were W's that we never saw before, but it's one of those a little too late, man, a little too late. But yeah, this is like your traditional, this should have been like a seasonal update that we had like a year or 2 ago. But again, beggars can't be choosers. I mean, technically everyone's begging for Destiny 3. So at this point, that's what they're choosing. Yeah, I mean, let me know what you think. There's a lot to farm. This could take you months and months to farm. You could play, if you played this game casually, you might be able to actually get years worth of farming out of this. Especially if like raids and Pantheon and dungeons, and yeah, you could easily get about you could get a whole year out of this if you play casual. And there's no rush. Like you might, obviously content creators will be rushing out to do everything, get as many guides out to milk as much money, but as a player, there is no rush. If you enjoy Destiny and this is your last like moment with it, take your time. There's no reason to rush. I'm Mr. Game Counselor. Hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more. As always,